Hi, so this is actually going to be my 34-week pregnancy update. So that currently means that baby is about the size of a butternut squash, or about 4.7 pounds. So yeah, pretty big. I still don't feel like I see a difference week by week, at least for the size of my stomach. I feel like it just suddenly happens maybe every couple of weeks when I'll suddenly realize how big it is. But yeah, compared to last week, I still feel pretty similar in size-wise, at least. So this week wasn't as eventful as other weeks, I can say. But I guess the main things that have happened was that, one, baby's been moving a ton more. I feel like he stopped moving around, not stopped, but he slowed down, at least his movements around 32 weeks. And he's just been pretty chill since then. And to me, I just thought that, like, oh, I have a very calm and relaxed baby. And, and this is how it's going to be for the rest of this pregnancy. He's just going to be pretty chill. But then suddenly, I guess around like the 34th week, he just like started kicking it up, and now he's just like just having way too much fun and moving around constantly, and also very just aggressively moving, which is fun to feel, but also kind of just I guess surprises me sometimes at how hard he can kick or how hard his movements are. But it's fun. It's obviously like way more reassuring when he's moving a lot compared to how it was before. Although his movements were really consistent before too, they were just a lot more slow, relaxed and calm. So we'll see. I feel like it might just continue like this until the end, but it'll be interesting to see if he goes back to a more like calm, relaxed state in the next few weeks. So another thing that happened this week was that my back pain just got way worse. So I've had a bit of back pain for the past couple of weeks, but recently my sister-in-law came and visited me, so I've been going out for walks a lot more often, and I think it really triggered it, because at certain points my back would just completely lock up, or I just felt like I couldn't put any pressure on a certain leg, or my back would just kind of seize up, and it got pretty bad to the point that once I went to go take a bath, and I tried to get out, and I realized it was just impossible. So I had to literally call my husband on my phone to come into the washroom and help me get out of the bath. Initially I thought that maybe it was something like something was wrong, like not just the fact that baby was in me, like I did something wrong and like for my back to hurt that much. But in the end, I've kind of just realized that all I need to do is to not move that much, to be relaxed, take it easy, and to do some stretches. It got me really worried though, because it got to an extent where I couldn't really even just move around the house. I couldn't bend down and pick things. I couldn't put any pressure on my left leg. Getting dressed, it was just like a nightmare. I couldn't walk upstairs. But yeah, it took a couple of days of resting, of not moving on it, of really just letting it, like, just taking it easy, which was so hard to do. And then finally it kind of calmed down. It's still there. I know it will come back if I start actively walking on it for long periods of times. So I've been avoiding going on walks and other types of things like that, or any other type of exercise, which is really hard for me because I love to take walks, and it clears my mind, and it feels great to do that. So not having that choice and feeling kind of restricted is a little tough. But I've just realized how bad it is when I literally cannot walk. So I'm trying to be careful, and just trying not to force myself to get back to that state, and just be relaxed about it. So for next week, I actually have an appointment with an osteopath. So hopefully I'll be able to get maybe a more professional opinion, just to have somebody to tell me if it's all in my head, or if the pain, if there's anything I can actually do for it. So I'm excited about that. I know truthfully it'll probably just be like, relax, don't move on it, just wait until the baby's out. But I'm still happy I'll be able to see someone and ask them questions and kind of get a bit of reassurance. Another symptom that I've had this week, that I've also had other weeks, but is getting way worse, is feeling out of breath. Like, it's when I'm lying down, I feel out of breath. When I'm sitting, I feel out of breath. I feel out of breath right now. It's gotten so bad to the point that even sometimes when I call someone, like my mom or anybody else or a friend, or people ask me like, oh, are you running around or are you walking? And it'll be just me lying in bed talking. I'd be like, no, it's just the baby is taking up too much space and I can't breathe. But no matter what I do, I'll feel out of breath. It's weird. Even like when I'm walking and actually actively doing exercise, sometimes I feel normal. But then suddenly when I go lie down to go read a book or something, that's when suddenly I feel like I'm gonna pass out because I can't breathe. So it's a really strange feeling because I'll just suddenly pop up and then I start getting like lightheaded and I'm like, oh, I need to probably change position or just like sit up straight. So yeah, that's been interesting. I'm excited for when baby drops so I can actually properly breathe, but I've also heard that it can be uncomfortable, like it puts a lot more pressure obviously when baby drops. So I don't know which one's going to be worse, whether it's going to be feeling all the pressure of the baby when he's lower or just constantly feeling like I'm out of breath and about to pass out. But I guess I'll find out soon because he'll drop at some point. So for symptoms, that's actually about it. I hadn't really had anything else happening or changing. But this coming week, I'm gonna start actively doing, I guess, exercises or things that I know that are good for delivery or for when it's time for baby to come. So I've been, or at least I'm starting to like doing squats or sitting in better positions that are known to help with like the stretching out your legs. And I'm gonna also start eating dates because I've read a couple of studies that seem pretty interesting about that and how they can be good for pain management or something of the sort. So I need to get into that, and I'll hopefully develop like some sort of routine for the pre-delivery phase. So yeah, that's about it actually for this week. It's been pretty, well, it wasn't great, but not much happened. We'll see about next week. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks if you watched this. All right, bye-bye.